Hello there, this is Al Martier, and today we are going to discuss how to set up a budget sheet. Our first step is to make sure all of our categories and all of our time periods are in order. I did monthly for this. We also have to make sure we have expected cost, actual cost, and difference. This is really the budget part of this. My first step is going to make sure all my categories are organized. So I'm going to highlight all of them. I'm going to go to Data and Sort A to Z. Sort range by column A to Z. Good, now they're all over. Okay, so my next step will be to find the sum of all the months and the expected cost. So what I can do is I can do equals sum, okay, all capitals, left parentheses. Now the way these algorithms work is you have to use the first cell and the last cell that you want in that. And the colon will represent everything in between. So I will use B2 as my first January cell up top, and my last January cell is B6. So colon B6. Now, if I type in costs such as 1, 2, this one I will use 2 purchases, so 3 and 4, 7, 10. Now, as you can see, it's adding up all the numbers as I go. Now, to do this for every month, instead of typing in that formula 9 times, I'm going to click the January total. And if you look, there's going to be a big rectangle on the bottom in the corner. So I'm going to take that and drag it up to expected costs. If you look here, there are no costs in there yet, but say my expected cost for celebrations was $50, is now updated to total $50, and I will type in the rest of these while I'm at it. These are just arbitrary numbers. When you go to make yours, you're going to have a better idea of what you spent. My next step is to set up my actual cost, which again, I will use equals sum equals sum. Now these are going to add up the categories, which stretch from left to right. My first one is B2, celebrations in January, and I will go up to June celebrations, which is G2. And again, I'm going to drag this down. Okay. Now, our last step is to set up the differences. So if I have an expected cost of 50 in cell H2, and I have an actual cost of $1 in cell I2, I do H2 minus I2 and press enter. So I was expected to spend $50. I only spent one so far, and I had a difference of $49. I'm still going to take this and drag it down. So now all these numbers will be working simultaneously. So if I put a cost in February for Science Club $15, it changed to February total, the Science Club total here, and the difference for Science Club costs budget, and the total for the 6-month period. Now, some things I like to do extra are conditional formatting, which would involve highlighting these numbers. Do a right click, and all the way down is conditional formatting. Now, I like to put in a rule where if it's greater than 1, or greater than 0 or equal to 0, that's a good thing because you didn't overspend. So I will put greater than or equal to 0, and I will press X. Now, luckily for me, all of these are now green because I did not pass my budget yet. All right, so that concludes today's lesson on creating a budget sheet for whatever you need, whether it's personal. This one is clearly a teacher budget sheet. and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.